Good evening, everybody out there. Today with a special live stream here on Mikey's Flightdeck. So, hello to everyone who has made it now this evening here to the chat, or the morning, or what time it is there at your home. I think, not as serious as normally today, because a special event is taking place the next weekend, the FSWeekend in Lelystad 2022. And finally, after a 2-year break, this event is now taking place again, and many cockpit builders and flight sim enthusiasts will be there. And yes, so will I be there with my overhead and the pedestal in the current development state. So only the fire panel is missing. Here, and what have I planned for this day? I will make a flight with a PMDG 737-800, not with my overhead and my hardware rig this evening, but a simulated flight. We will fly from Hanover, my home airport here, over to Lelystad, landing there, discussing a little bit about the FSWeekend and my current working state during the flight on cruise level, and then having a small look around at the airport and then going back to Hanover. So, and already a question here. I have a first question about your home cockpit. Did you use Beamer for the visuals, and how many? Yes, I will come to these questions. Please let me tell, I will come to the questions during the flight. Let's now jump into the cockpit first so that we can make our way there. I think around about a 40-minute flight, one leg. And during this flight, I will come to all your questions. So again, thank you and hello to everyone who has made it today to this stream. So let's go over here. And by the way, if anything isn't bad here with the sound quality, the volume, something like this, and let me know. I think the quality I can't change much, but the volume I have still under control. So here we are in the Microsoft Flight Simulator with the PMDG 737. Let's have a look to the outside so that you can see the airport where we are at the moment. So there we are with the 737 here at a parking position, and we are parked here near to the runway. We will just make a straight pushback here and then take this route here on the taxiway, and there is already our starting runway 09 right. And here is the airport. Let's have a look here around. There is another runway there, depending on the direction you look. From our direction here, the 09 left, and a center runway for general aviation here. And they have here the new tower visible over a long distance. I can see it, I think, from my home, which is somewhere there in the back. And the terminal, the airport with the 3 terminals here and the old tower. So always good to have a visit there. You can watch some traffic, not much, but some. And most of the flights go over my house. So let's jump back into the 737 now and fire up this machine here. I hope you can see everything here. Well, I will try to bring all the panels in state. So let's get serious again. We are transporting passengers today. Going to the CDU, I will not make the inserts here at the screen. I will show you the screen here. I have the AviaWorks on my tablet, and so it's a little bit faster for me here. Let's first make our setup, the fuel here, and we will take something about 4 tons. So 4 tons of fuel as total. This is enough for the deck here. And our payload will be only some friends here out in the stream which are flying with me. So 20 people, I think, will be there, not here in the economy. So let's say everyone who has made it here in the stream has a first class seat, I hope, and 8 people will sit in the economy. And let's bring some cargo with you so you can take all your equipment to the FSWeekend. So divide it in the forward and aft cargo. That's it for fuel and payload. We have already our external power, and then I have my my cheats here, so that I can look what I have to do first here. Be patient with me, because I'm always building at my cockpit and not flying much. So I hope everything will work today. So let's go to the overhead panel. Hydraulic pumps are off. Everything's okay. We will prepare the start of the APU now, so that we are independent of the ground power. Everything is off. Okay. And external lights, everything is ready. And the lights now here. Wheel well on. Logo lights on. There it is. Wing lights on. Okay. Yeah, seat belts, everything is on. No smoking. Okay, we have already set the payload and the fuel. So the packs are on auto. Everything is red. Right here, we will not go through a complete check here of the airport. That goes Ash. Hi, good to have you here in the stream. So, and now we go already to the CDU and enter our way here. So back to the FMC, and the init. Our reference airport is EDDV for Hanover. We are at gate 52. There we are. And our route will lead us from Hanover to Lelystad EHLE. There's the E. Okay. There we are. That's it. And now our departure route here in Hanover will be from 09 right via the Waxi 1G. So that's it. And now our route here. So from Waxi. So what will we do here? Let's have a look to the charts. There is the VAXEF chart. Yeah, there. We are starting from runway 09 right here out, flying a left corner over my house, I have said. Up here to the VOR Nienburg, and then left down here to VAXEF, where we will make our way on our other routes, and this is what I will insert now. So from VEXF, let's take the plan I have made. We will go via the Y347 to Roros. Let's take the tablet here, it will be easier. So then the Q234. 234 and to ESOF EHZOF. There we are, the L980 to the VOR, reckon. And then via the T603 to Bardex. And from Bardex we will take the star to Lelystad, to the runway 05. So activate. Let's make the performance data. Cost index of 10. Reserves 1.5 tons will be enough. So we have our 0 fuel weight, we can just copy in. Our flight level will be 230. And the transition altitude in the Netherlands will be 5,000 feet. Okay. Execute, and the N1 limit. Don't make much here with temperature, cheating and so on. I think we will just take the climb and take off thrust 2. Go to the takeoff page. We will make flaps 5 for the takeoff. Center of gravity. You can copy in. There we have our speeds. V1, VR and the V2. That's it. Yeah, let's take the arrival already in here. Arrival at Lelystad. Run the ILS 05. Yes, they have an ILS there. And the transition Bardex. Execute. So that's it. Okay. Let's make everything ready for the APU so that we are independent from any power. I hope everything is disconnected. Let's have an outside look here. Ah, yeah. There we have a lot of services to disconnect. So in the FS Actions menu to services. Well, the ground power we still need. So is anything still there? Here, stairs release. The loaders. Can we release them here? Ah, yes. And the doors. Oh, they are already closed. Yeah, after cargo door closing. Okay, let's check this. Here, the stairs are away. All doors, including the cargo doors, are away. What's with this backboard loader? I think, yeah, there it is going away. Okay. Everything right here. So back to the APU procedure. Iris selector, we have it. Everything is right. So we need to go to the overhead and one fuel pump on. Here, that's it already, and the APU start. So starting the APU and waiting for the APU running. This would be something which is already working on my overhead, not with MS Flight Simulator here, but with prepared. Here. Who else has this problem? I have heard this from Peter from Build a Boeing. Just today he has released a new video, and he has said that when he has a guest there and he wants to fly with it in his simulator, and his wife came down to the room. Have you made your flight already? No, we haven't started yet. So there's a lot of work to do before. Oh, the APU is running. Perfect. Let's take the power from the APU and check this. Here we have the power from the APU. So now we can disconnect the ground service for our power, ground power release. There it is away. And we can already remove the chocks, I think. They are removed. Yes, removed. And we can already connect the pushback truck. So there we have it. So let's make the final preparations here. So to the overhead, APU bleed on. So everything here is finished. Or squawk. We take just this. There isn't any ATC here. Okay. Okay, everything is set already. We have our doors closed. So back to the overhead panel. Hydraulic pumps on. Fuel pumps all on. We already prepared the engine start. Anti-collision lights on. There we are. And now the packs go off. Thrust on idle is checked. And the fuel control switches are on cut off. I know this. Okay, we are ready for the pushback now. So we will just make a pushback straight back here, and then I think this should be enough. Let's go. Caution. Let's activate the parking brake. I think the guys want to have this. And in the chat we have here from the FSWeekend. Hi Michael, great flight to the aviodrome. See you Friday when we're building up the booth. Yes, you can count on me. I will be there. Give me 40 minutes, I will be there. I can't make it with a Boeing in the real life. Where have we stopped the pushback? Straight out and start.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back. Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes off.
Yes, we make the brakes off. The guys wanted the brakes off.
Brakes released.
I will go to the external view now so that I can see when the pushback is enough. So there we are going back. I think we will push back here to this number here, somewhere there. And then we can make the turn here to the taxiway. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's stop the pushback. The pushback is stopped. Let's activate the parking brake again and remove the pushback truck. And now we start the engines. So the left engine, number 1 to ground, and then I guess have here the engine on my display. There, it's running up. And when we have the 20, we will give fuel. There it comes. I hope you can hear this a little bit, the sound. I can hear it here. Let's listen for the switch. There it was. And engine number 2, ground. It's coming up. There it is. The switch has turned off. In the CDU I have seen we have a trim of 5.18. Let's see that we make this 5.18. Trim. Yeah, something here. Just estimated. Okay, both engines are running. Let's have a quick look to the overhead. The probe's on. The packs on autos and the APU off. APU bleed. Oh, and I have said this. Ooh. I thought I have trained this enough, but everything worked. Okay, now we have the power from the engines. Yes, we have it. Whew. Our flight altitude 230 and the landing elevation, I think they are around about 0 here. Taxi lights on, runway turn off lights on. I think all the hardcore simulation fans between you will slap their hands to the head. Okay. So flight director on. Auto throttle. I think now everything is ready. RTO for the brakes and set the flaps. Let's let's do it here. The flaps to 5. 1, 2, 5. There we have it. Here, our first altitude. We will turn to, I think we can already turn the full altitude in. We'll just go up. There is no one else here. Turning up to flight level 230. There we are. And our heading will make to the runway for the first time, 090. Just in case something goes wrong. Finished. Okay. We're ready for taxi. Release the parking brakes. There they are. And we move out. This thing is finished. Yeah, we are moving. A little bit more thrust here. Oh. Guys, I'm a little bit nervous here. I'm not a screamer for gaming, something like this. So I have never done this before here. And let's see where we will come with this. So now we are on our way to runway 09. I hope everything is okay here with the sound, so that you have a little bit of the background sound, but not too much. So there we are. Here's the runway. We'll make our turn to the starting position and make a hold short on the runway. There we are. So, for brake, and now activate already the VNAV, LNAV, so that we can tune on the autopilot after takeoff. By I think the corner we will fly manually, but after this we will switch to the autopilot. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way to the FSWeekend in Lelystad in the Boeing 737-800. Keep your places, keep seats, and let's go on. 40% and 1. Still on the brakes. Thrust set, toga. Brakes released. Give a little bit of pressure, forward pressure to the yoke, and holding it on the runway. Release yoke.
Rotate.
Rotate. Yes, so light-weighted. On the right we have a good spotting point here.
Rate of climb.
Gear up. And following the flight director. And here comes the turn. It's 2. So, and somewhere down here on the left here and there, above these is my house, and we are flying now over the garden. Flaps 1 and flaps up. Really going into this corner. Okay. Okay, here we have the standard pressure, and I think the autopilot can now do the rest. Autopilot on, and we take a little bit of cleaning up. Brakes off. And depressurize the gear. So we'll go to the lights. Strobe and steady. Landing lights still on, runway turn-off lights off, taxi lights off. Okay. There we are. Let's have an outside view of the plane. And here we are on our way to the FSWeekend now. Back to the cockpit. Okay. So now what I will do during the flight is keep up the heading. So now we are on course 294. This is what I tune in to the heading, just in case something happens. So let's me do this, and then we are in the talking session. 294. There we are. And you can see it better when I go there. Here, our top of climb will be there after the next left corner, and then we are on our cruise altitude, and we will tell the passengers that they can release their seatbelts. So, back to your questions here. Yeah, back to the question from Dieter. I have a first question about your home cockpit. Did you use Beamer for the visuals, and how many? Here, I'm not doing using any visuals. I'm planning to use beamers in the cockpit later. The dream would be that I can use 4 of them, 4 beamers, and 4 beamers, 3 beamers, 3 of them, and make a 180 degrees curved screen. Then 220 would be the best. I don't know if I can make this. Maybe I can only get 2 beamers. We will see if I can get the hardware then. So course 214. Yeah, that would be a dream. I think monitors, as often discussed, when you are in the ProSim forum, for example, a really popular topic there is beamers or monitors for visuals, and yeah, you will have brighter colors with monitors, and night flights on monitors are better because the ambient light, the surrounding light, doesn't affect the visual so much on a monitor, but the feeling of realism is better in a visual system with beamers. And so I think I will use beamers for this. So we're here now on our cruise altitude, so they can use their seat belts. Here are some clouds out there. Not much to do here. Yes, Lelystad, where we are going. I don't know if you know this already. Lelystad, a very small airport, only general aviation, I think, is there starting and landing. Some flight schools, I think, and of course the aviodrome, the flight museum, is there directly beside the runway. But a really interesting fact is that there are plans to use Lelystad as an help for Amsterdam Schiphol, the big airport. So the low-cost lines, how can I say, the airlines? The low-cost airlines can use this airport instead of Schiphol, so that they reduce the load in Schiphol and give it a little bit to Lelystad. I think they will have to increase the airport buildings, techniques and so on then, but we will see if this will happen in the future. Course 264. There we are. Let's extend the range a little bit. There, back there is our top of descent, so a little bit of light still there. Let's have a look to the Navigraph charts. Close this. There we are on the Y347. This is what we are flying now to Roros. Okay. So if there is no sound, I can my sound here, no sound from the cockpit, I think. No, I can tune this a little bit up. Don't want to annoy you. So a little bit more sound here. Dear, thanks, Dieter. I hope we'll have a nice flight now. Okay, you're doing it with 3 beamers too. Yep. If you can get 3 beamers, then you're lucky. And I think it's only it's also a question of costs. No? If you are not, how many people have 1 beamer at home there, and then you want to have 3? No? That's a big amount of money, I think, what you have to invest there first. Oh, no problem, it's not there. Okay, I think what I see here in the visuals, I don't want to make the cockpit sound too loud here. The sound is away when I'm going over here to the streaming software here. Okay. Here, so to anyone who has made it to the stream during our start here, if you have any questions concerning the FS Weekend or my homecockpit project, then just write them down into the chat. We have some time now here during our cruise flight now to answer these. It will be more busy than during the landing in Lelystad. A very short runway, so we have to tune in the brakes. Let's hope everything will work. Yeah, 40 minutes roundabout to Lelystad. Next week I will make this leg with the car. Here I will need over 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, I think. Here, and if you have not made the decision to go to the FS Weekend until now, then I can just tell you everyone will be there who's in this flight sim business, the who's who of flight simulation. The clubs are there, the groups, the simulator groups. We will have F-16 cockpits there. Carl from the DIY sim will be there. Sebastian from MobiFlight. And I have read even Peter from Build a Boeing will be there. So if you want to meet the people you know from the YouTube videos, go there, you can meet them. Here, but beside all this simulation business, here, everything there in the museum, all these wheelward airplanes, that's these full-size airplanes standing there in the museum. You can go into every one of them, have a look into the cockpits. You can't sit in the cockpits there. There's glass in front of, but can just walk to the cockpit and have a look to all these old cockpits there. And even a full-size Boeing 747-200, I think, out there in the park. You can go in there and have a look to their high-end VHS entertainment system. So have a look here to the monitors. They're still straight ahead to rollers, and then we make the turn here to Azov, and then here to the top of descent where we initiate our landing. Oh, we haven't started the clock. I think even the best simulation enthusiasts are forgetting this every time, starting the clock. And I'm still impressed every time I'm looking out. It is looking so beautiful here in the flight simulator. Absolutely amazing. So, Stephen, wish I could get there. Would love to meet you all. Yeah, not everyone can make it there if it is a too long journey for you. Of course, I can understand this, but think about it. If you can go there, do it. I swear you haven't seen such a big convention of flight simulation in your whole life. Here, France. In the cargo room of the 747 presentation of MobiFlight, he is doing his presentation in the cargo room? Really? Okay. Okay. I thought he will do this in the theater for the audience. In the cargo room? Okay. So, talking to Sebastian later then. And where have you been all this weekend? In the cargo room of a 747. So, now the turn to ESA. Let's adjust the heading. 199. There we are. Yeah, guys, I hope this can be the start of something big. I really hope and I would enjoy if I could give the start for something big. And why? Let's explain it. I will have a talk to the Betson and Ivaro guys. It would be great if we could make this flight here to Lelystad 1 week or before every FS weekend in the future, so that it will be an event on the network, and from all the hometowns, all the people are flying to Lelystad. Let's open this airport for all the Airbus and 737s. Let's make this thing full, and then meeting there before the actual start of this event. This would be great. I will have to discuss this. So only the two presentations are in the cargo room. Okay, so he can leave the cargo room for lunch. And the right turn 263. 3. There we are. So nearly half the flight is finished. I'm really impressed that this overlay here of the flight time you can see up there is working. I really have found out just today how you can do this. Really simple, just to be honest. But you have to know that these things are there. 22 Zulu time. This is our estimated arrival time. So round about 15 minutes, something like this. So let's go a little bit nearer here. We are near the top of descent, and the FMC is already telling us that we should reset our altitude. To do this, let's go down, I think, to 6,000 feet. I will have a look into the CDU. So 6,000 feet. Let's have a look to the CDU here. To our next page here at Bardex, which is the beginning of the star. We have to be 6,000 feet and above. So I think 6,000 feet is the altitude that we are inserting here. Here, and here we go, already to idle, thrust to idle, and we are in the descent. Here, that's it already. Short up and immediately down again. It's so easy. Why am I doing this in real life? Maybe it is a cost. During the COVID time back 2020, I have told this in the past already. They have grounded the whole TUI fly fleet on the airport in Hanover, and I thought, the airport is full of 737s. Why? Just let me be one time in a cockpit of them. They could have made money out of this, leading the audience through the cockpits. It's a shame. And I even haven't sat in a 737 simulator until now. Yeah. I hope I can do this on the FS Weekend, that I can sit just one time in my life in a real simulator. Presentations at 14 and 15 o'clock, the rest of the time in the booth next to you and Carl. Yeah, so 14 and 15 o'clock, there you should be in the cargo room of the 747 and seeing a Mobi flight in work. So let's make some checks for the landing now. We have some time left here. So we are descending. I think we can already turn in here the brakes. Let's give them the brakes full here. Yeah, 3, not max, but 3. And we can already tune in the ILS. Let's see where we have the landing. No, there we have it. 108.55 and course 046 is the ILS. Oh, we have to copy in the speeds for landing. We'll take 40 flaps 40. Okay, we have this inserted. So, and now let's dial in this here. So 1855 on the captain's side, and on the first officer side too. 1855. There we are. And the course zero 4 6. There we are. Okay. Why did he want us to switch over to the standard pressure? We have another. I think we have forgotten somewhere to insert the. How is it called? Transition altitude. Ooh, where we have to do this. There's another point here, not. Oh, that's a problem when we are not flying the 737 too much. think there was some here forecast. Yeah, there it is. There. Okay. Yep. Now we are still on standard. Let's... Oh, we haven't switched off the landing lights. Okay, let them on. And the seat belts, please. Take seat again. Stop smoking on the toilets. We want to land. Yeah, okay. Not too good to see. Here we have our, I think it's a deceleration point here. So Bardex, and then we go left and make a right turn back to the 05. Let's have a look to the charts. So EHLE. There we have Lelystad and the ILS runway 05. And let's have a look to the charts here. Yeah, I hope you can see this here. So we are flying to Bardex here, and then from Bardex left here to Nilmi here, flight level 60, and then down to 5,000 feet here, parallel to the runway, going this star here, and then making a right turn and back here on the ILS down the runway 05. So Stephen, just wanted to say thank you for all your videos, truly inspirational. Looking to start my MIP soon, having spent years making my own generic panels. Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Yeah, generic panels. This is something everyone should think about when he's starting a cockpit project. So, do you really want to stick on one cockpit type, or do you love flying different types of airplanes? Like me, I'm flying Boeing 737. Honestly, I don't have the time to dive into learning other aircraft. I have done this before when I only played on the computer, but now I think there is time to just stick on one airplane and then maybe train really hard situations, not like engine failure and so on. Here, but if you like flying different airplanes, Airbus, Boeing, or general aviation, a Cessna, Dash 8, something like this, then you should think about building a generic panel where you have light switches and general switches that will work for many different kinds of airplanes. A good example here, Carl's cockpit, which you can see on the FSWeekend. I said the Cessna Copter, Cessna MIP, I don't think how is it is called there, but you can hot swap this panel from a Boeing to a Cessna to a helicopter. Yeah, nothing in full depth, but so deep into the technology, like these Garmin displays and so on. Here, and this can be a good solution for everyone who doesn't want to stick on one single machine. So C306. Yeah, so here we are. Have a last look here on the screens. Coming through 8,000 feet. Yeah, we are already. No, not. Oh, are we already at the? Yeah, already at the star. Here to nail me. Yeah, above 6,000 feet. Switch over to the CDU here. See this nil me flight level 60 or below. This is what we will make, and then 5,000 feet and above here at this point. Okay. Well, let's hope everything will work out right. There we are. I think I will already dial 5,000 in. So the autopilot can go deeper. And then, what do we have here? Mandatory 2,000 feet after ASPES. ASPES mandatory 3,000 and then 2,000 feet. And I think, or I hope we will try or I will try to hold this here on the autopilot. Oh no, left turn here. Yeah, you can see our descent rate has lowered. Clouds there. I think we will turn on the heating. Not that we run into some icing conditions. I have only read there the icing can be quick here in the flight simulator. Is it? Has anyone seen icing on the Boeing before? So here the 5,000 feet are coming. The airport should be somewhere here. I think on the right. Yeah, we now fly down here and then make our right turn to the 05 runway. So reset the MCP altitude. Okay, let's go down to 2,000. I think the autopilot can do this. So, and yeah, our local pressure. I really haven't found out a way to receive the local pressure here in Lelystad. I think in the FSX you could just press B. I have done this here. I think nothing is changing, or 2992 is the correct pressure here. I wasn't able to read the ATIS, so I could turn in the ATIS of Lelystad, but it only scrolls a little bit and then jumps back to the start, so I never couldn't read the QNH. Maybe some of you know how to just get in the correct QNH, the local QNH. So let's go here. There. Oh, you can see. We will go here. There we will go straight ahead, the deceleration point, and then our right turn back to the runway. Yeah, so now somewhere here must be the airport. Yeah, and then when we are there, hopefully, let's have a look to the airport. "3,000 feet are coming in. Yeah, estimated time of arrival is now 27 Zulu. I don't think we can hold this. I hope, but I think when we are going there, we have the whole day time to visit the FSWeekend, so no hurry. Here, check 2500. Okay, 233 on the heading. Never forget to tune in the heading, because if something went wrong, you can just push in here heading select or heading hold, altitude hold, and you can still hold the aircraft under control. So let's go here in flaps 1. Flight controls. Yeah, there comes the right turn, flaps 2. And arm the spoilers. Don't forget to arm the spoilers. Spoilers armed. Make ready for the landing. Laps 5. Now tune in the VOR localizer so that I can capture the glide slope, and when we have the glide slope captured, then going to the approach mode. More flaps here. And after the turn I will lower the gear. Flaps little bit higher here so we can watch the landing. Yep, yeah. Let's gear down. And approach mode. Oh, a little bit late here for the approach mode. I hope we will make this. We will still make this. Yeah, we are on the glide slope. Everything's fine. Flaps. Flaps 40. There, the runway is inside. Landing speeds 118 plus 10 is 128 set. Okay. So far everything is looking good. The runway is still in sight. On glide slope.
1,000.
I forgot to set the minimums. Okay. We will make this anyway, I hope. Let's hope for the best. So 162. Let's prepare for the manual landing.
500.
I try to make the manual landing as late as possible because
400.
I don't have much practice in this. Prepare for it.
300. 200.
Autopilot off. Auto thrust off.
100.
I have control. Or something like this.
50. 30. 20.
Idle.
10.
Hold. There we are. Reverses. Working. Was on 80 knots. Then the manual braking. We have made it. Reverses off. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lelystad. Ooh, a short runway for a 737, so prepare to push in the brakes. So we turn off from the runway to let all the other simulation enthusiasts land here and then make the configuration for the taxi. Oh, there is already the guy coming here and asking what we are doing here. So, short make the parking brakes on. Oh, flaps up. Have the flaps up. Everything is fine here. And now to the overhead. Landing lights off, taxi lights on. Let's turn on the APU. Icing off. I think this should work now. Here, and he's already going away and informing the officer that a Boeing has landed. So, brakes. So a little bit of thrust here. And let's find a cool parking position. Just for a short moment, and then have a short look around the airport. Let's go out all the enthusiasts to the FS Weekend and then go back to Hanover. The firefighters are already there. Better you have the fire department on the runway when Mikey's flight deck is coming. Oh, great landing from the FS Weekend. Thank you, thank you. Whew. Honestly, I wouldn't have known what to do when I had to do a go around. So I think here we have a spot big enough for the Boeing. Yep, let's try this here. A little bit slower. Lower. This should work here. No general aviation here at the moment. And brakes, brakes, brakes. Come on. There we are. Parking brake. Set. Looking to the overhead. There we have already power from the APU. And use it. And switch off the engines. 1, 2. Everything on idle. Spoilers away. Here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lelystad. Here we are. The APU bleed. So, there we have it. Well, okay. Yeah, I have promised to have a look around. Here we are. Let's take the controls. Here we are in Lelystad. A small airport. There is our Boeing on the parking field here. So in real life, only general aviation will be here. But you have seen, if you have enough brakes on board, then you can land here. Yeah, there we have the other airport buildings. So can be interesting when they want to bring here all the other airlines. So, and now let's go over here to the FS Weekend. Here we have the parking area where you can park, or you can come here with a bus, for example. I think somewhere back here, and then going in here to the museum here. Here, I think you will find my stand somewhere here. I think, yeah, somewhere here in this part of the building. And look at this, they even have this here, the Boeing 747 here. No, not as flat as here, but here it is in real life, standing there, and you can go there via a tunnel from the building directly into the Boeing, or on the outside. You can go around, have a look into the gear boxes and so on. Yeah. So I think this is something you shouldn't miss here. Here, that's it already. All our flight simulation enthusiasts have get out and have a great weekend here. And after the weekend, we will take them back to Hanover if they want to be there. I have to be there. Let's start the planning for the return. So back to the CDU. And back to my papers again. Oh, my flight plan. Let's have a look to the Navigraph charts. Oh, there they are already. So here we are in Lelystad. And our departure will be the Arnhem. There it is. Here. Yep. The Arnhem departure, we are departing from runway 05 on this course, make our way up here and right turn via Aarberg down here to Arnhem, and from Arnhem we will take this L620 to the east and back home via the other waypoints we will enter now. So this is our route out here. And the same thing here with the start, like the landing. On the landing you will need much brake pressure. On the start you will need much power to come out here, I think. So let's start it. First we'll insert new fuel here. Let's tank some fuel. I think this has worked out good. Yeah, here I've set reserves 1.5, 2.2 we have over. So 4 tons of fuel are enough. 4,000 kilograms of fuel in there. Our payload. Yeah, we have still our passengers, 12 in the first class, 8 in the economy and the cargo. So this is still right. So cost index 10. Reserves 1.5. 0 fuel weight we have here in the tablet. Our cruise level this time 40. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. N1 limits, we'll do climb, and we will take full thrust here. Now to go off. Flaps 5, takeoff. Center of gravity inserted. So our speeds we will have to make later. So what have we do here? Let's try here. Execute. Index. Pass ini. Yeah, here we are at EHLE. From EHLE to EDDV, Hanover. Our departure will be I think it's the Arnhem 1L. So 05, yeah, Arnhem 1L. So there we have it. Our route. Now let's activate it. From Arnhem via L 620 to Suvox. And the Z 718 to Osnabrück, OSN, and the T511 to Umwis. Umwis. And the T463 to Nienburg. Execute. Yeah, now we have our takeoff speeds. 130. Okay. Here we will plan the landing later when we are on cruise flight. I think, yeah, we are already finished with this. And now have a look to the procedure charts, not to make everything wrong or anything wrong. So up to the overhead. Yeah, the APU is already running. We don't need the ground power here. Position we will, every light is still on. We have made the payload. Everything is finished. The alignment is correct. We have our route entered. The APU is already running, so we don't have to make this on. Let's check it. Yeah, we have the APU power there. Squawk we have already running. The transponder, we haven't opened any doors. So hydraulic pumps, all on, okay. And now make the packs off. So we have enough pressure for the engines. Taxi lights will make off for a moment. A330 fan, good evening. So there we go. 17. I think, yeah, A330 fan. I think you know this procedure really good. The only one I know who is doing this in the real Boeing cockpit. One of the guys. We have them in the live stream here with their own real Boeing nose here. So we are near the 50s here. There it is, off, and engine number 2. It's coming up. But it's working here better than I expected. Really. I don't have forgotten everything here. I'm coming back into this, but I swear you, when my simulator setup is finished, then there will be a steep learning curve, and we will make I think then video series about this. following me, learning to fly the 737 again. Wow, this will be great. So, engine number 2 is running. Let's clean up everything here. So we need the power from the engines. APU bleed, no, APU off. APU bleed off. X on auto. Probe. And we're ready to go. Everything is on here, seat belts and so on. Taxi lights on, runway turn-off lights on. So, our way out, what have I said? 046. This is what I will tune in for the heading. No, come on. Tuning. 046. Don't forget the window heat. Yes, on the starting already. Right, we are nearer to the clouds. Thank you. Wing. Engine here are the window heat. There, yeah, window heat. Okay. Okay, I haven't done the window heat at the start. Okay, window heat, come on here. Forward. Oh no, not this here. Window heat on. Now even the windows have it warm. Our cruise altitude to flight level 240, landing, I think something around 50. Perfect, from the A330 fan. So then, now we are safe, guys. I can say, if he is saying everything is perfect, then we are safe. Brakes to RTO, flaps 5. 1, 2, 5. So there we are. Yeah, let's taxi out. Parking brake. Our trim, 4 point, here we have it, 4.55. This should be okay. So let's taxi out. Now parking brakes off. Light director, we set it. Think. Auto thrust. And dial in our first altitude. I think something around 6,000. Up below 3,000. So, but now we are ready. Taxi out. So after a wonderful weekend, we go back to Hanover. Yeah, this is how I go back. This would be so cool. Now, by the way, if anyone of you is using this honeycomb Bravo throttle, I have just printed out roughly here these bigger grips for the thrust lever. Absolutely amazing. I can recommend this to you. These small knobs here, I really have controlled these with my 2 fingers here. This is a way better feeling. So if you have a 3D printer, just print them out. No additional work needed, just screw away your old one put the new ones in there, and everything is working. A330 fan that is saying, have a nice flight, thank you. And to anyone else here who's in the stream, if you have any questions concerning the FS Weekend or my upcoming project, then just write it down in the chat. I will come to it during the cruise flight. Yeah, they have to rebuild this whole decks here. There should Airbus or 737s be parked here, then I think it must be something, some way like Innsbruck, for example, where the airplanes are parked in front of the building and can just make a forward turn out, something like this. So right here, and this will be a short runway. Brakes. Don't waste any meter of the runway. Okay, concentrate. Still on the brakes. Idle. VNAV. LNAV. Flaps are set. RTO. Okay. We go up, fly a little bit manual, and after this we will initiate the autopilot. So let's have our flight back to Hanover. 40% in one. Still on the brakes. There it is, thrust set, toga. Brakes released. Holding it on the runway. Check.
Rotate.
Rotate. Whoa, so fast. Okay.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Sure, we've made it. Out of Lelystad in a Boeing. Okay. Flaps. 2. So I already dialed in the altitude 6,000 feet. Yeah, we have a height restriction of 6,000 feet here. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Let's stay on the path here. There we're reaching flight level 60 and switching to standard QNH. Oops. There we are. And the right turn will make the autopilot on, and let's clean up here. Brakes, depressurize the gear, Hello here. Oh, we even have forgotten the landing lights. Let's make them on now. And taxi off. Turn off of lights off. Okay, everything else is right. And keep the heading, actual heading on 121. And round about 4 miles on this altitude restriction. We can already dial in our cruise altitude. Landing lights and strobe, yeah, was a problem. And I think if you are there in the wheel cockpit with the hardware, what does the master caution want? What do we have here? Offset descent. Okay, I think we have to make our calculation right. So strobe. Yeah, strobe and steady. I think this is what we need here. So, okay, there we go up. Yeah, to our final cruise altitude. Whew. Okay. Let's have a look at what we will do in Hanover. Let's search for Hanover. And let's have a look to the arrival charts. We will go to Nienburg. Let's have a Nienburg. You have seen this. It's the last waypoint on our list here in the CDU. And let's have a look to the approach chart for runway 09 right. There. Up here we have the VOR Nienburg. And the star Nienburg, where we have it here, would us bring here to Nienburg and then to a long transition up here and back to the runway. And I don't want to fly this whole transition. So I think even in the real world, or when you are flying on Matsum or IPAO, they would give you a short if there is nothing, no other traffic there. And this is what I want to simulate here. We will do like it is here on the chart. From Nienburg, we will make it with a heading hold down here on this course, and then catch up the localizer for the runway 09 right and go down here. Yeah. So we can already tune in 108.7 and 90 degrees for our landing. 108.7. .7. So let's dial in and 90 degrees. Oh, come on. There we have it. These are the moments where a co-pilot would be helpful. Yes, we have done. Keep up the heading, 177. There we go. So here we're at the top of climb. Yeah, top. And this is what I was looking for. Here you can see this better if we have the top of descent. Yes, we have it. So we will make our way down. And something, this is really important. We have to be on 3,000 feet here at Nienburg. Actually, you can see this here. He wants us to be 5,000 feet at Nienburg, and with this altitude we wouldn't make it to the airport. Oh, and I see we haven't calculated here our actual flight. So yeah, I have switched up the overlay. So, and again, so we have to change this here, that we want to be at 3,000 feet at Nienburg. So 199 and 3,000 feet. Execute. So now the autopilot knows how to fly us. Here we are on the left turn. Zero 97. There we are. Yes, in Hanover we have a longer runway, so we shouldn't have any problem to land there. We don't need so much brake pressure as we needed it in Lelystad. There can also big planes land there. Even the Air Force One has landed there in Hanover some years ago. I have not seen it. I was in some way near this happening. We were on our way back in the car from a theater, and they have stopped all the traffic around this airport, just where the traffic was. And so we had to wait midnight on a bridge in the night, just stopped there. So everything is stopping around when the president is landing. Thank you for this. Yeah. So a big safety amount there around the airport. I think we should turn off the landing lights here, and the people can open their seatbelts, so they can go to the toilet now. Before we are on our descent again. Here, our top of descent already. Very short flight. Yeah, let's make one outside view here. Be careful, this will be loud. There we are. Wonderful. Yeah, we are on our way to waypoint Sonep, and then the left turn, and then our top of descent is near. Yeah, so the FSWeekend. I hope I will make some filming footage for an upcoming video at documentation. So when I'm here preparing everything for the exhibition, I can't do any work on the design work for the pedestal, so I haven't invested much time until now into the new upcoming fire panel. But I promise, when the FSWeekend is over, then we dive into the last segment of the pedestal, and then you will see the video of making the fire panel, or my desperation that I can't do it, but I think we'll make it in some way. Xavier Enrique, hi from Argentina. Did you try ProSim for MSFS? Yes, I tried it already, and they were really fast. I think they were one of the first company who came out to be compatible with the MSFS. But I have to say I haven't done much in this direction until now, because just the loading times of the Microsoft Flight Simulator are so long, so that I still stick to prepared for trying things out. Prepared, really, when you compare it to the MSFS, prepared, you click on start, it's there immediately, jump into the plane, and you are within seconds on the runway. And this is better for me testing the hardware now. Then when this works, then I will switch over to the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, and MobiFlight has to run with it, and this is possible too. So MobiFlight is compatible with the Flight Simulator. Yeah, I don't think this will be hard technical work, but just configuring work. Maybe I have to reconfigure some things in the software. Yeah, but this is in a far future, and I don't have to think about this too early now. So 102, no, 069, there we are going now. Yes, I think they are going to use the same offsets, unless they use wasn't. Yeah, right. I think you can go on configuring with offsets with ProSim. This will be the best way, I think. So the top of descent is near, and we will descend to 3,000 feet, and this will be the altitude dial in. Dialing. Here we come. And this time we want to have the correct minimum set. Let's have a look to the charts here. I think this will be the minimum, huh? 372. I hope. So, radio. Three, 72. Now we will have the minimums call out during the landing. Absolutely amazing. This is so cool. I have, I think my love to flight simulation began, I have said this in a past live stream, when I made my first flight in Cessna, and I have bought a book about this VOR navigation, and I have bought a chart, paper chart, in our local bookstore. They had some VFR charts, I think, no? And I have planned my route on this chart. That there wasn't internet for the public at these days. I think this was in the 90s, 1990s, somewhere there, mid 90s, and yeah, and I have planned this route, and I made my flight VOR, and flew from my starting airport to the landing airport, and it worked. And this was a moment where I was catched in this thing. Here, now I'm here, building a full-size Boeing cockpit and presenting it on YouTube. Captain Bob, Mr. Bob, hello, good to have you here. The Captain Bob, thinking of him, hat. I hope you have enough time for your cockpit project during all your studies. You're making friends when you're going to the student living room and moving in your Cessna cockpit. Yeah, this is a moment when the pilots are in some deep going talkings. Oh, what has here? Captain Bob, school has been taking most of the time, but it is definitely cool to have the flight simulator in college. Yep. Yeah, I know this. There will be a time after school, and then there will be time again, depending on the job you're doing. Okay. So look out for the right job, then you have time for your flight simulator. Time for the approach briefing. Yeah, approach briefing. Oh, we have a real professional with us here. Approach briefing. So again, for the audience, we're coming in to Nienburg, 3,000 feet, and we will then leave the normal autopilot procedures. We're making heading and altitude to hold 3,000 feet on course 178 or something like this, and then catch the localizer on course 0904 runway 09 right and landing there. On the ground, I think we will do a taxi here somewhere to the left. I think we won't get this first exit here. We will catch this exit and then go via Alpha and Alpha to a parking position here. We won't go here to our starting point. I think we can give us the honor to park here. Or maybe stand 8 or 9, something like this. So I hope this was enough approach briefing for you. And again, here we haven't inserted the transition altitude. Oh, where was it? I'm not getting into this. It was on the forecast page. Oh, well, this time I have found this way faster than on the first leg. Transition altitude here. Yeah, because we are still on standard QNH. And keep on track with the heading 031. Here you can see this. 15,000 feet and going down to Umwis here. And then the right turn to Nienburg, where we should be at 3,000 feet. Here the outside view doesn't bring us anything impressive. Clouds still there. We can already prepare the brake pressure, landing here. Brakes on 2. And let's have a look here to our speeds, where it is here. The landing flaps, I want to be on 30 degrees. Where is it? Yep, flaps 30. Inverted speed 125, so plus 10, 135 will be our landing speed. Okay. Yep. 12,000 feet and lowering. Oh, this will be so cool. All them on the FSWeekend, all the guys who only know each other from YouTube and their videos will be there in one place together. Wow, I'm so excited. We will make some good pictures for the Instagram stories, the profile. So A330, wish you a great landing and all other a nice evening. My bed is calling. So this is the bed calling. I want you. Good night then. And I have to make this landing. Yeah, good that the autopilot is calculating here this landing. I have done this manually in the past too. Yeah, there are these formulas where you can calculate how much height you can reduce and how much distance you need then, and so on. Yep. I was really surprised how long it takes to reduce height when you don't want to overshoot your speeds. Huh? So you only can do one thing. You can become slower or you can become lower, but not both at the same time. And so a descent has to be planned carefully. Stefan Klein, I'm there on Saturday too. See you on Saturday. Yep. We will see us. I hope. Come by, say hello, have a look to the overhead and the pedestal. .078 is our heading now. Our last VOR, Nienburg, 7-8. There we are. And hopefully meet the 3,000 feet at Nienburg. And then make the right turn to 178. A little bit before Nienburg so that we don't overshoot the VOR. Below 10,000 feet we will switch on the landing lights and we should tell our flight simulation enthusiasts to fasten their seat belts. Some clouds are there. I think I will turn on the anti-ice again then. We'll change to the local QNH at 5,000 feet. So here you can see the deceleration point. We can already arm the spoilers. Yep, spoilers armed. So 6,000 feet are coming in. Well, with this setup I have here, you can see this, I will show it here, with this yoke and the throttle, it's always a problem. Where do you place your mouse when you're right-handed? No? More to the right, and you would have to bend over all the time. To the left would be good if you are left-handed. Yeah. Hopefully you don't need to use the keyboard too much. I wouldn't know how to place this, so a good reason to have a hardware cockpit. So 5,000 feet are coming in. Local QNH. So here Nienburg is coming in. And before Nienburg, I've showed this. Yeah, and before Nienburg we'll make the turn here right to 178 on 3000 feet, and then yeah, here comes 3000 feet in. Clouds. Ah, come on. Let's turn on the anti-ice. In a hardware cockpit, you need the keyboard to use Control-Alt-Delete when the sim hangs. Yeah. Ah. So this will work out. We are reaching Nienburg at 3000 feet. Okay, everything will be fine. So we're coming in fast now. Let's switch over to heading hold. So over here, the heading 178. And turn it on. Let's make it now. Come on. And now we do the right turn here. Ooh, this is looking crazy. Okay, right turn in the clouds, 3000 feet. And when we are on this course, then we activate the VR localizer. VNAV disconnected? Yeah, okay. Activate altitude hold. Yep, VR localizer is in. Okay, and speed. Okay, that's good. Flaps 1. Where is the airport? So let's hope we'll make it to the airport here. There's the airport. VR localizer is in there. The airport is coming in. Let's make a speed intervention. Okay, we can already turn the speeds. Let's make here to 160 first. So don't come in here too fast. So hopefully there will be now the turn to the left. If not, we have a problem. Laps 2. Laps 5. And again, when we have made our left turn here, the airport. There I can see the airport. Yes, and we're going to the localizer. Cool. Oof. Oh. Down to our reference speed. Later. Let's make some more flaps here. And after the turn, gear down. Gear down. Now the approach. Flips 25. 15, 25. Flaps 30 and go down with the speeds to our reference speed 138. Oh, let's hope we come out of the clouds here. Ah, there you can see the runway ahead. There it is.
2500.
Okay, everything is prepared for the landing. 2500 checked. Yep. Okay. Let's prepare for the landing. Okay. Yeah, if we have made this down to Lelystad, I think we will make this here in Hanover too. Straight ahead to the runway, 2,000 feet and descending. The time says in 2 minutes we should land. Yep. Here's our reference speed, everything is okay. VREF plus 10. $1,500 is coming in. And this time I think we should hear the minimums call out then.
$1,000.
1,000. Should we do it manual now? Come on, let's try it. 53 is the N1. Okay, I have control.
Approaching minimums.
Little bit
Minimums.
too low.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Yes, glide slope.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Ah, that's a
Glide
problem. Huh?
slope.
This is why you need a
Glide
motorized throttle,
Glide slope.
so that it.
Glide slope.
Yeah, we
Glide slope.
still there. Okay, coming in again.
100.
Thrust to idle.
50. 30. 20. 10.
There we are. Reverses. What was the... I haven't seen this. What was the landing speed here? Has anyone seen this? 17 knots, reverses off, manual braking. Hey, we have made it here. Minus 230. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, they are building a new hangar here. Okay, let's come to a stop here. Clean up. Left up. Spoilers in. let's start the APU. I said let's start the APU. There. Heating off. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Okay, and I think when we are there at the gate we should have APU power. Nice landing, we are all alive. Good to hear. Okay, let's taxi to the gate. Somewhere here, 8 or 9. On Alpha. Hello. Left. Yeah, they have a balcony up there in Hanover where you can look down to the airfield. A restaurant there, good breakfast, and with a view on the traffic here on the airfield. I think the APU is running already. Let's switch on the APU bleed. Okay. So and now here comes our exit. Gate 11. What have we here? 10 Alpha. 10. The next one. Oh, is it? Where is it? Yeah, there is gate 9. That should be our gate. And there the tower. I've said this at the beginning. I can see this tower from my home. And here we have the 9, gate 9, sharp right turn. Wow. Okay, we don't get this turn. Ooh. Let's take gate 8. There it is here, gate 8. There's the line. Not the nicest taxi to the gate. Oh, but my pedals are gliding around the floor. Okay. Somewhere here, let's check the outside view. Again. So, here we are, yeah, at the gate 8. Apply the parking brakes. And to the overhead, use the APU power and shut down the, yeah, how can I reach the second engine? Engine number 1 and engine number 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hanover. Let's end this with a nice outside view of our Boeing at the gate. Let's turn the sound a little bit lower. Or let's leave it off. Yeah, that's it. So whatever here, yeah, we are all live. Nach that touchdown zone, after the touchdown zone, down, yeah, would be a go around. Yeah, the real ones would have made a go around, but they know how to fly this thing. And yeah, I have to practice more manually flying, especially the feeling when how the thrust is set and so on. I think this is better in a real setup when you have real feedback what you are doing with your yoke. So after this, we have made our flight to Lelystad and back to Hanover. And again, if you have the chance to come there to Lelystad, to the Netherlands next weekend, then go there. It will be a great event. Many cockpit builders and flight simulation enthusiasts will be there next weekend presenting their hobby and their builds. Yeah, like I will do with my overhead pedestal and glare wings. Yeah, which I will present there. I hope I will see many of you there and have some talking with you. And if not, stay tuned for a hopefully upcoming video from me where I will present you my everything that I have seen on this weekend there. Here. Thank you, friends. Great flight. See you Friday. I will see you there. Here, and all the others, thank you for being here. I wish you a good day, good night, whatever is there at your place. Thank you. Stay tuned for an upcoming video, and I hope we'll see us soon back on the flight deck.